Yes! Alrighty! What's up, everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, one sexy beast, Peter Joseph here, for a Sunday afternoon video, right here on the Peter Joseph YouTube Wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down in my ginormous pants. It's there, trust me. But subscribe to my channels down below in the description box. Show your love and support to those channels. Leave a comment on any one of the videos on those respective channels from the past, now, and in the future. Comment below these stupid comments. You'll get beaten severely, sent to the Shadow Realm, where Ozzy and Satan will beat you again, and then they'll eat your soul. So don't do it. Go somewhere else and do that shit, because not going to do it on mine. You don't like it? Then cry me a river, little bitch. And we move on. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because if you miss anything, you're SOL. You know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, that's tough shit for you. So that's pretty much it. And if you're brand new here, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. Grab a nice, tasty glass of cherry Pepsi or whatever you got. Sit back, relax, put your smelly, stinky feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great. You don't? Well, too bad. You're going to watch anyway. And thank you for your support, assholes. That's pretty much it. And for the good people out there, thank you for the support. Love you. That's that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Sunday afternoon, March the 22nd, 2026, as we are closing the first official weekend of spring. Nice 60-degree day today. Gonna drop for a couple days and then get back up to around 60 by midweek and then kind of go up and down like a roller coaster with my dick in your mom's ass, but that's how it's gonna be. But probably after Easter, I think that's when the actual spring will hit. Hopefully we get warmer weather, 60s, 70s, maybe 80s would be nice by the time we hit the end of April. Going to early May. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Spring usually starts a little bit slow, then kind of picks up right around late April, May, when it gets a little bit warmer, and we don't have to break out the big jackets, depending on where you live. But next couple weeks, the heavy jacket, let's stay to the side. Depending on where you live. If you live in the Northeast, yeah. Gonna get some rain here probably later tonight. Some thunder boomers, but not gonna matter because most of us be probably asleep or watching a late night movie, whatever it may be. But hope you had a great weekend, and if not, well, that's too bad for you. I had an amazing weekend, epic weekend. Didn't do too much Friday because both of me and the missus were sick. But then we went out last night. We had a ball, kicking some ass, and just doing what we do best, and that's live our life, which some people on this website can't do. But I digress. And today we just pretty much chilled. We're gonna go for maybe a little walk in a little bit, just to get some fresh air, and then come back, have our sensible dinner, maybe watch a movie, maybe watch some Collision. I know Collision's on at 8 o'clock tonight. This is a double show, because we had one last night, we have one tonight. We'll talk about Collision tomorrow. Not gonna do it today. We're gonna do maybe tomorrow. I do got errands to run tomorrow, so I'm not gonna be able to do it today because I got a lot to do today. Got SmackDown results coming your way. TNA and Ring of Honor as well coming down the pipe later on today. So we'll see what happens with that. But we'll get Collision coming up tomorrow and get you ready for Monday Night Raw. And that's pretty much it. But like I said, hope you had a great day, and if not, like I said, too bad. And that's it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after 4.5 minutes of spiel, which you clipped, and I don't give two fucks about, because you love me, and I can give two fucks about you, with your garbage, boring life on your garbage, boring channels. But it is what it is, but thank you anyway for watching my videos. It is what it is. And I don't come out here with a smug look on death videos. I only go when I introduce myself. So if you don't like it, Too bad. You exposed nothing other than how dumb you are. So, it is what it is. But I do show compassion. I do show emotion to the faithful departed. And if you think otherwise, too bad. But thanks for watching, dumb fucks. Let me move on with that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on your Sunday afternoon or early Sunday evening, it is time for another video. And it's time for another WWE Hall of Famer to be announced. We already have Stephanie McMahon, we have Demolition, and we have AJ Styles going in, but now we have entrant number 4 to the class of 2026. And that man is a celebrity. I was hoping to be Cyndi Lauper, but it's not Cyndi Lauper, even though she's doing her residency in Vegas pretty much the weekend, around the weekend of, or the weekend after Mania. So, it's not Cyndi Lauper, sadly, but it is RODZILLA! That's right, Dennis Rodman is now going into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame. I don't even know who's going to induct him. I probably would think Kevin Nash and maybe X-Pac was the original members of the NWO. Kind of makes sense because, you know, Rodman was with Hogan and the original NWO at the time. But anyway, so we got that. So a lot of people are pissed because it's not Cyndi Lauper, but at least, you know, we get Dennis Rodman. I'm not that mad about it. I'm not that mad at RODZILLA's not in the Hall of Fame. It just sucks that Hogan's not alive today to put him in. Because it's his boy and everything. But anyway, this news came out on Friday. And Rodman will be inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame. He's a 5-time NBA champion with the Detroit Pistons, Chicago Bulls. Has a 4-match pro wrestling career with 3 of those coming in WCW. I think he had 1 in TNA. Made his WCW debut in 1997, famously skipped a practice during the 98 NBA Finals, which the Bulls eventually won that pretty easily. Well, not that easily, but it is what it is. To appear on WCW Monday Nitro, where he set up a tag team match, in which he partnered with Hulk Hogan brother, to face Diamond Dallas Page and Karl Malone. And I think it was that Hog Wild 98. It was a pretty good match. And, you know, even Karl Malone doing the Diamond Cutter on Rodman, that was something, you know, I never thought I'd see. But in the end, Hogan and Rodman got the win. I think Karl Malone took the pin from Rodman. I think Rodman hit, the leg drop, or he hit some type of move, or it was some chicanery, and, you know, Karl Malone got knocked out or something like that. I forget the finish of that match, but anyway. So he had that, and then he had another match with DDP, but this time it was DDP and Jay Leno. I think it was the year after, the year after that. It was in 1999. So 2 for the price of 1, but he lost that one as Jay Leno, I think, pinned him. So, it is what it is. WWE has a celebrity wing to its Hall of Fame that's included other sports figures as Pete Rose, William the Refrigerator Perry, Bob Uecker, Mike Tyson, and Muhammad Ali. Once again, the ceremony will be held April the 17th in Vegas as part of WrestleMania weekend. And don't forget Night 1 and Night 2, the 18th and the 19th. Rodman was also inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame in 2011. So there you go. So there you go with that. So Dennis Rodman is going into the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. Like I said, I would assume it's probably going to be Kevin Nash or an X-Pac. It could be Triple H, but I think that Triple H is going to induct Stephanie, or maybe Shane, Shane. is there. Well, Shane's gonna be there, obviously, because it's his sister and everything. I don't know about Vince and Linda if they're gonna be there to see Stephanie go into the Hall of Fame. I know that Stephanie's kids are gonna be there. You know, I think they have 3 kids. But that's gonna be a very nice moment for the McMahon family. I think Cena's gonna induct AJ. I think it fits. Make it Cena or one of his biggest rivals. I mean, we'll see. Could be Punk, but I doubt that. I mean, but we'll see what happens with that. Demolition. I don't know who inducts them. Maybe the Usos, because they broke their record. Well, actually, it should be the New Day because they broke their record, which then the Usos broke. So it's going to be between the Usos and the New Day to induct Demolition. And then now you got Rodman, who'll probably be inducted, like I said, by Kevin Nash and maybe X-Pac, the original members of the NWO. I mean, we'll see what happens when they actually tell us who's going to be inducting them, but we don't know right now. We don't know. That's that. Alright, so leave me your thoughts and opinions about RODZILLA. The man, the myth, the legend, the greatest basketball player. Way better than that guy named Charles Barkley, that's for sure. 5-time NBA champ. Won two with the Bulls in 96 and 98, I believe. And, just a great man. Weirdo at times, but, his 4 matches have been, in WCW were pretty damn good. I think he had one on Nitro, which he won with Hogan. I forget who he fought. Then he had that win against Carmelo and DDP. That's 2. The 3rd one, he lost to DDP and Jay Leno. And I forgot the 4th one. I think that was a Nitro. But it is what it is. But Dennis Rodman going into the Hall of Fame. I'm not mad about it, but it should have been Cyndi Lauper in the celebrity wing. Now, we'll see what happens if we get one more. I know we're supposed to get the iconic moment coming up. I would love to have Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, that epic moment for WrestleMania 3 go in. I know you can't have Randy there because, Randy's in heaven, but you can have, I would think Punk would do that induction and have Ricky Steamboat go into the Hall of Fame. Though I don't think he's in the, actually, I think he is in the Hall of Fame, so he's going in twice. Randy's going in twice. And if you really think about it 3 times, you want to collectively put the entire NWO in, but, people say, oh, Rodman's in twice. I mean, I'm like, wait a minute, Rodman was never in the Hall of Fame, but if you want to collectively put the entire NWO black and white and maybe the Wolfpack in, then yeah, I would say, yeah, put him in. So, but it is what it is. I know we don't have Bam Bam Bigelow in yet. We don't have a lot of people that should be in, that are not, like Molina, Gail Kim, Mickey James, Victoria. So many people that are not even in. I think Rick Rude. I mean, I could talk about the WWE Hall of Fame and how it's a joke for eons, basically. It's insane how bad it is. But at least this year's class is not that bad. Not that bad. Last year's wasn't that bad either, but still. Stephanie's going in first, and then AJ, Demolition, and now Rodman. And then probably get one more, and then the iconic award, I would assume probably get 1 or 2 more people going in. One more person in, and then the iconic award. So, and if not, the Connor award as well. So I think it's going to be like 6 to 8 people going in, I would think. But we'll see. We'll see what happens if they announce anything else. They're gonna say. I would assume they're gonna say something tomorrow night on Raw and on NXT and on SmackDown this week. And I know we got about under a month to go, so if they got 2, maybe 3 more, they're going to probably announce it probably this coming week or next week, and we'll see what happens with that. But that's all I got to say about that. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below with Dennis Rodman. And if you have anybody who should go in, let me know. Let me know people who should go into the Hall of Fame that are not in the Hall of Fame. Like Bam Bam Bigelow, Melina, Gail Kim, Mickey James, people like that. And like Trick Willie would say, let's talk about it. And that's pretty much it. Alright, I'm going to go for a quickie walk in the park with the missus, and then come home, rest for a little bit, and then have a sensible dinner, and then maybe watch a late night movie. But we'll see what happens with probably do a couple of video. Well, before we even have the dinner, probably do a video, then have a sensible dinner, then watch a movie, and then I'll be back later tonight with your TNA Ring of Honor review. So I'm gonna go out for a little bit. I'll be back in about a half hour to an hour or so, right on the Kill Demons channel with your SmackDown review for this week, and we'll talk about that crazy show and a whole lot more. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Dennis Rodman, congratulations, RODZILLA, going to the Hall of Fame, and that's pretty much it. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, peace.